While we do know that Godzilla and King Kong will do battle in a highly anticipated super heavyweight matchup, could their reason for fighting be closer to home than we originally thought? Since the release of the Godzilla movie in 2014, we've been highly anticipating a showdown between the two greatest titans in movie history, Godzilla and King Kong. And while it has been a bit of a wait, we will eventually see the two square off in the upcoming Godzilla vs. Kong movie. It stands to reason that it will be a winner-take-all situation with the crown of King of the Monsters itself up for grabs. The stakes are already pretty darn high, but could they be even higher? And could there be a more personal reason as to why the two are fighting? For instance, could the two be doing battle over Kong's homeland, Skull Island? In this video, we will take a look at the theory that the two are doing battle over the future of Skull Island and how the ominously shaped island could have more significance than we know. First and foremost, we'll start by discussing the theory that Godzilla is fighting Kong to take back Skull Island. But if Godzilla is fighting Kong to take back Skull Island, that suggests that he had it but lost it. The fictitious island has been around ever since the release of the original King Kong film in 1933, over 2 decades before the original Japanese Godzilla movie was released in 1954, and is notorious as being the home of King Kong and a number of giant creatures. Both films upon release were never intended to be in a shared universe, but over time the two creatures have become intertwined and are almost synonymous with one another. And while the two characters may have different origins, within the new MonsterVerse, their creation could easily have been rooted from the same place. In fact, Skull Island may be the location of the Titans' homeland, the place where they were created and evolved, becoming the humongous beasts that they are now. Skull Island already seems to be an important part of the MonsterVerse, with it being the title of the King Kong movie, and could easily be the key to the Hollow Earth, which is a series of tunnels underneath the Earth that allows the Titans to roam freely. In Godzilla, King of the Monsters, the Hollow Earth is proved, and is the location where Godzilla retreats to after being hit with the Oxygen Destroyer. Monarch also discovers the ruins of an ancient city that once worshipped Godzilla, but what makes the Hollow Earth even more interesting is a drawing that we see during the credits and hints at the possibility of there being a potential beef between Kong and Godzilla. The carving in question depicts a giant ape, very reminiscent of Kong, fighting a giant reptile, very reminiscent of Godzilla, as people watch on in awe as if they're watching the Super Bowl. What makes this even more interesting, though, is that both Kong and Godzilla are yet to meet, but that doesn't mean that there hasn't been a bitter dispute between their species. We don't know too much about the duo's history or Kong's ancestry, but it stands to reason that Kong's great-great-grandfather or some relative faced off against Godzilla in the past. So that would make the Kong family and Godzilla the fiercest of rivals, just like Mario and Wario, or the Dallas Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles, or me and my neighbor Steve. You know what you did, Steve. Anyway, we may not know where the initial battle took place, but it is highly likely that the fight went down on Skull Island, and that might have to do with the Hollow Earth and the Titans' birthplace. Monarch's investigation into the Hollow Earth and the Titans' ancestry could lead them to Skull Island, and is seemingly the location as to where the Titans are going, after Godzilla called them to him in what could be some sort of homecoming. The issue is, Kong may not be thrilled at the idea of a number of Titans coming to his home. As we mentioned, while Godzilla may be king of the monsters, Kong is king of Skull Island, and will no doubt be protective of his throne, especially with a challenger like Godzilla showing up at your doorstep. What's more, if the two are mortal enemies, then they may just want to go at it on sight, getting Mothra to hold their beers as they throw down on Skull Island, just like me every time I see my neighbor Steve. If the fight is to reclaim Skull Island, this could make the battle immense, with the two seeking to be the alpha of their ancestral home as fists, claws, and testosterone fly. I just hope they don't use vast amounts of baby oil like The Rock and Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious. At the end of King of the Monsters, Godzilla lets out an almighty cry that's even more powerful than me singing Hello by Adele in the shower as he summons all the other Titans to come and pay tribute to their new leader. One notable absence, though, is the other king, Kong. Could this be because Kong finds Godzilla to be a false leader and doesn't want to be bossed around by some rapscallion reptile? Very possibly, something which Godzilla probably wouldn't be too impressed by and take as a slight. This might be the reason why him and the Titans are making their way over to Skull Island to make the final Titan, Kong, bend the knee, just like Daenerys and Jon Snow in Game of Thrones. Kong is unlikely to want to withdraw his alpha status, and Godzilla will more than likely not want to give up his title either and seek to knock Kong down a peg. In one of our now famous, new thing that we literally started doing, we can paint this in a Screen Rant Occam's razor kind of thing, with the reason for their beef either being this alpha fight over their ancestral homeland, or just the plain and simple pumped up on hormones beasts fighting one another just cause that's what they want to do. Or we could go down another road. Could their fighting be down to a misunderstanding or even potential human meddling? Godzilla taking back Skull Island may be the main focus of this video, but there are also other theories that need to be addressed. Firstly, it could just be down to a huge misunderstanding like Batman vs Superman, although I would sincerely hope that they didn't rectify this by saying Martha. For instance, while Godzilla isn't anti-human, he isn't quite as sympathetic to us tiny humans as Kong, so perhaps Kong could perceive Godzilla as a threat to humanity, just like Batman sees Superman as a threat and seek to destroy him to save the world. Or maybe Kong will just see Godzilla as a foreign invader and lure him into some Home Alone style traps, like dropping something heavy on his head or making a doorknob really hot. Hey, you never know, it could happen. Or could it be the humans that Kong cares so much for end up shooting him down, metaphorically this time? Could humans brainwash or manipulate either Godzilla or Kong into fighting each other in an effort to either control the Titans and the superior Titan, or to wipe them out completely by pitting them against one another? In King of the Monsters, humans used Orca to awaken Ghidorah, which really went well for them, and was used in an effort to communicate with the Titans. As we discovered in the first movie, the creatures use sonar to communicate with one another, something which the humans exploited in King of the Monsters. But could this technology be further exploited to control the monsters? Orca as a plot device feels too important to just be thrown in there, with it being a powerful piece of technology, so maybe the humans will use it to try and control either Kong or Godzilla, in order to restore balance to the Force. Oh, sorry, wrong franchise. The humans may seek to wipe out the Titans, good and bad, by pitting them against one another. Another way the humans could use technology to wipe out their foes is by adding Mecha Godzilla to the mix. For those who don't know, you may have guessed that Mecha Godzilla is a mechanical version of Godzilla and his foe, and while in the original iteration of the 1974 film Godzilla vs. Mecha Godzilla, that may have been an extraterrestrial being, he's been portrayed as a human creation ever since, used to defend humans from Godzilla. This could mean that humans have worked on a Mecha Godzilla and could set him loose on the Titans, even making them believe that he is the actual Godzilla by disguising him as the real reptile, just like in the original movie, causing Kong and the other Titans to think that Godzilla has turned on them and is their real enemy. To back this theory up, a recent toy leak suggests that Mecha Godzilla will be appearing in the upcoming movie, so it's likely that he will drive the plot in some way and could even have an adverse effect on the humans. Mecha Godzilla could serve as a mutual enemy, and also, like Batman and Superman, could lead to the duo teaming up to fight Mecha Godzilla. I mean, it's better than Martha. Having Kong and Godzilla fight side by side just might be too much of a tasty prospect for Warner Bros. To turn down. With both Godzilla and Kong being heroes in the MonsterVerse, they are more than likely to be on the same side at some point, and maybe even form their own mini or giant Avengers, leading the Titans in an Iron Man and Captain America dynamic, or to take it back to the DC references, in a Batman and Superman leading the Justice League kind of way. It could, however, also lead to one of their ambiguous deaths, with one of the Titans biting the dust until they are eventually revived in a later movie after a brutal scrap against Mechagodzilla. This would lead the remaining Titans to view the humans completely as their enemy. With 2 films behind him already, it could be Godzilla to meet his end, but of course, this is nothing more than conjecture and just ways of us passing the time until Godzilla vs. Kong in, we hope, 2021. Until then, all we can say is, in the words of the great Ken Watanabe, let them fight, just like me and Steve. I will get you, Steve. What do you think of this theory? Why do you think Kong and Godzilla will fight in the upcoming movie? And do you think that we'll see them fighting side by side? Let us know in the comments below and make sure to subscribe to Screen Rant for more monster content. See ya!